Man, wanna tell you, shawty, man, you know what I'm talking about, man. Oh, man. Chill, Zaytoven. Oh, man, on another one. We got so much money, so much ice, man. On another one, you know what I'm talking about.
Say we walking on ice with our wrists like bird, with our chain like A, and our diamonds like okay, and our car be super fast, and we smoking up that gas. Juice, thug, juice, man, Gucci, man, we get that cash. Say we walking on ice with our wrists like bird, and our chain like A, and our diamonds like okay, and our car be super fast, and we smoking up that gas. Juice, thug, juice, man, Gucci, man, we get that cash.
Wow, look at these trails. What's going on YouTube? Once again, it's your boy Big Murph. It's August 4th, 2009. Today's topic, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to basically clean your mountain bike after a nice hard ride. Some basic products here that you want to have before you even start cleaning your bike is you want to go ahead and grab these items here. You want to grab 2 spray bottles here. You can grab that at your Home Depot or Lowe's for about 99 cents. You want to grab a big bottle of this degreaser. This particular industrial purple degreaser here is very good for cleaning chains. It can clean all kinds of other stuff too, but the main thing about this degreaser is that it's biodegradable. So you can basically down this the drain and it won't be harming wildlife. The next couple of things you want to have here is your nice clean trusty rag and a clean toothbrush, preferably a used one, maybe your old toothbrush that you decided you might want to throw away, but these are good here for very minute, hard to get places. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and spray your bike with very hot water. This will begin to loosen up the dirty fragments here that has gotten on your bike. So this loosens up the dirt here that's on the bike. I'm going to start off by just spraying hot water here. And you want to be very careful when spraying this hot water or any kind of substance that you don't spray it directly into anything that contains bearings. So when you come close to the crank here, you kind of want to spray it at a distance and let the water just kind of mist on it. And as you can see here, I put a plate on the bottom of the bike here just to show you that the dirty water is dripping already here just from me spraying this bike frame. So you don't want to use high pressure water, you want to use very low pressure, and I recommend you buying this spray bottle here. Get it at your Home Depot or your Lowe's for about 99 cents. Fill it up with very hot water and start to break the dirt down by spraying hot water on it first. Alright, the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead here and grab your screw, and you want to go and actually place it here to support the upper end of the chain. This will enable you to now spray not only degreaser on your bike frame, but also to clean your chain at the same time, so you actually get to perform 2 functions at one time. And this saves you a lot of time of having to clean the bike frame first, then clean the chain, or clean the chain first, then clean the bike. At this point you can do both things at once. And we use the bike screw here kind of as to support this chain. We now can start spraying this bike frame here with degreaser. The first area you want to start, of course, is the frame. You want to clean the frame first. That way it eliminates all the dirt. And once the dirt has dripped down, then you can work on the chain. If you do the chain first, you could have a possibility of contaminating the chain with the dirt from the frame. So let's go ahead and start spraying the frame first. Then you want to get really detailed here. You want to make sure you get your braking system degreased. You also want to degrease any kind of grime here that's gotten into the cable system here. It's important for your shifting and braking. Okay. You also want to degrease some of these movable parts here, such as your derailleur. which we will apply grease once we're done cleaning it. At this point, I like to take it one step even further, and I know most people here will like to clean their bike frames just by spraying low pressure liquid, but I like to actually use a used toothbrush here and scrub some of these hard to get areas, such as connection points of where the cable runs through the frame. My detailed brush here on the braking system. Very important that these movable joints don't have any kind of dirt particles here embedded in it. This will decrease performance, and being that your brakes is one of the most important and vital parts to the bike, can put your safety at risk. So, okay, now that we got done fine detail brushing our bike here with a degreaser, now you want to go ahead and spray off that dirty degreased dirt with very hot water again, using your spray bottle, low pressure water. Alright, so now that we had sprayed off all the dirty, stagnated degreaser and dirt that was on the bike, now we can use your clean low lint rag and just wipe off any of the excess water here that's on the bike. Okay, the last important thing about cleaning your bike, of course, is the chain. The chain is actually one of the most important pieces. It's what's driving the gear, which makes you move on the bike. If you have a very dirty chain, the chain tends to not want to flex as easy. It also starts wearing off the teeth of your gears, your sprockets, your derailleur, and thus you have to replace these parts more often, which will cost you a lot of money and a lot of time and hassle, especially if you're not too knowledgeable about how to take off the chain and replace those sort of stuff. So in order to do this, it's very simple. A lot of people can do it out of two ways. The first way I've seen is I have a couple of buddies that like to use chain baths. They're basically little devices in which you can fill up sort of like a little chamber full of really strong biodegradable degreaser fluid, and you can run the chain through that. What I like to do is a lot cheaper. I grab my same bottle here with biodegradable degreaser, and what I like to do is I like to run my chain at the same time I like to blast it off with this degreaser here. And as you can see from the pan here, you can see the dirty fluid fall on that as I spin the chain spraying this degreaser. As you can see here, you can actually see the dirty stagnated fluid here falling off of the chain. And you can see that happening right there. This is all grime and dirt that's being dislodged from between the chain links. Alright, the next step I like to do is I switched my nozzle here from being a fine spray. Now it's going to be a really harsh jet stream. And from here I would do sections of my chain at a time, and I would simply just blast away all the remaining grime that's in the chain and in between the chain links here. Just blast hot degreaser here to take away all the excess grime here. That's going to be... I even take this process one last step further. You get a clean brush here, spray the brush, and I actually brush the chain section at a time. Last but not least, wipe your chain down with a clean rag. Alright, so to apply this lubricant, you first want to go ahead and shake it up, because this comes in a heterogeneous mixture, which means there's two parts to it. Shake it well, and that way it all becomes one. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and start rotating this chain. At the same time, you want to go ahead and apply the lubricant here to every one of these chain links as you're rotating. So make sure the lubricant really gets in there. Happy riding to everyone, and I hope you enjoy my videos. Please look at my other videos on how to rebuild bearings in bike wheels and how to re-grease bearings in bike wheels.